Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 8 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the other videos. You can find them on my channel page. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into episode 8. So we're just taking a look at the, I guess you could call it like our mainline passenger train. It runs from Tenterden down to Skelton. I think it's running really well. It is hideously dirty. I wonder how old it is. Age 23 hours, yes. Very descriptive. I can't remember what year we bought this in. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's running really well. It's got a full load right now, but a lot of our stations are starting to get a little overloaded. And with this kind of being in the center here, I think we should go ahead and get another train on this line. So if we come up to this train, it should be coming up all the way up here by Tenterden, and I think that should help this line out a little bit. So it'll just head down there, and they should cross, you know, somewhere in here, roughly in the middle. But I think that that'll be good. Just for comparison, look at how nice this one looks with our first class carriage in there. Just make sure we don't have any, yeah, nothing new. I like the look of this. I know that somebody commented that this was inefficient because there's no point in putting a 31 mile an hour carriage on the train that is limited to 28. I just think it looks nice. And, you know, I get a lot of comments about line rates and how I'm not doing things in the most efficient way. And honestly, that's just not really my style. I just want things to kind of look nice and function roughly well. But I think that this looks nice with the little first class, quote unquote, carriage in there. Now, another passenger line that needs help. If we look at the Tenterden to Ferryhill, we've got 80 people waiting down here. We've got 113 up at Ferryhill that want to come down to Tenterden. And if we find our train, here we go. It's just a little Borsig, and it's struggling with the capacity. It can only hold 40. So I figured we could help it out a little bit and get another train on there, or not another train, but get a bit more modern train on there. So let's go into manage this vehicle, and let's replace it with. We're gonna go with a BR53 because it's not a very long run. I don't think we need the PLM. We're not gonna be moving tons of people, tons of carriages, tons of weight. It's not super hilly, so since we're not using the PLM, there's really no need for the BR89 because we're not going to need to climb hills, so we might as well get a little extra speed out of there. And we'll go ahead and do a similar thing. So that would be 48, 59 capacity maybe, or 51. Let's go 59 and see how that does. Let's color it the right color. Now we can come down here and take a look. And that's a good looking train. However, speaking about green trains, if we hop out of this line and come over here to the Ossett line, the Ossett up to Hoddesdon line, Tom Jones commented on the last episode that this green train is pretty hard to look at. And I tend to agree. So let's humor Tom. And let's try and find a little bit better color here. Something that won't clash with our existing lines. So we got like a teal color down here and a blue up here. Maybe we go with like a red color? Maybe like a maroon. That could look nice. Yeah, so now if we come in here to this train, and we will just recolor this with that maroon color. And now that's a good looking train. So, Tom, I hope you like this color more than that really like neon teal green. I tend to agree with you that was pretty hard to look at. So, that's working. Okay, so what are some of the things that we want to get done in today's episode? Well, the first one is going to be down in Skelton. We're going to come down here, and I want to rework this cargo station, I think. I don't really know why I made it so big, but we did. And I kind of like that it's big. It'll probably turn into like an interchange. So I'm going to delete it out. I'm going to get rid of all of these tracks. Just get rid of all of this. And we're going to back this out a little bit. Back this out of here a ways. We'll delete this road. We will reconnect it. Yeah, we got tons of problems because we deleted that that station now. Okay. So what are we going to do? The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to grab a track just to kind of give me a guide here. So if I pull that straight out, maybe to like there. Put it there. You're going to have to bear with me for a minute. And then I'm going to put this, this station in here. And now we're going to get rid of all that track again. I'm going to come in here. First thing I'm going to do is line this up with where I want it to be. So we'll add that in. And we'll add our platforms in. Okay. So we want to give enough space for this secondary platform. So I think three sets of track will make this work. So now we need 6 sets for the so 1, 2, 3, and then 6 sets for the platform. Let's just go ahead and make sure that that's going to be the right length. What do we want it at? 240? Yep, that's the right length. Okay. So we will go back in here and continue to configure this. We want our 4 central tracks like that. And let's see. So we have 4 here. We want 2 more. Like that. And now let's add in our platforms. And we'll go ahead and add in our platforms here. Okay, and now if we come in here and remove these center pieces, this will still all function as one platform, as one cargo station. Oh man, and I can't fit in any buildings. All right, let's get rid of some of these roads, because I want to fit in some good-sized buildings. Up here, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to squeeze in what we can. So we'll squeeze in a couple of those. But then over here, I'm going to put in a large building and then a couple smaller ones like that. And then we'll just make the road work. So if I pull that road maybe here, curve this around. And then I guess this could actually just connect straight in there. And then we could reestablish that road connection. Okay, so that should help some of the problems that we were getting. And now I can come in here, connect these up. And now if I merge these in, I'll do 25-mile-an-hour merges, because I want to maintain as much space in here as I can to be able to put in a cross. Yep, so we'll get it just as close as we can, just like that. Okay, nice. So now this is just one big platform. And I wonder, just for continuity's sake, if I could make this connection. I probably could. So let's delete this out. I know that that will work, but let's see if we can just make this look better. So if I add in all of these tracks, like that. And now if I grab here, so it's going to want to make it a little bit longer. So what's the shortest I can get it? Yeah, 25 and 25. And then we bring this over. I'm not sure who it was in the comments, I forget, but somebody made a great point that I was calling this a 75. So like, for instance, I would call this a 48 mile an hour merge, but it's really not. It's 25. It's 25 because that's the lowest. That's the lowest speed. But okay, and then we'll add our cross in here. And then I'm just going to add, if I can, some waypoints. Let's see, if I add in a waypoint here and here, something like that, so that I can waypoint trains through here. And now let's go ahead and reconnect these. So if I take a track, I connect it in there, I'll pull this track out a little ways. Let's make our merges before the road, and then our crosses after. Like that. And then let's go ahead and put a non-one-way signal right there, just in case. And now I need to reconnect these. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see, if I back these out all the way to there, and then I think I'm gonna have to redo this curve as well, because I would like to be able to get let's see, I would love to be able to get 2 tracks into here. So if I grab it there and I pull it into there, can I get a second track coming off of there and then merge it in? I can, but what if I actually grab it here and I swing it around like that? And then we're going to move this signal. So this will be a one-way. And then I'll have one-ways here, here. And now if we grab these tracks, connect those there. Now the question is, can I put a cross in here? I can. Cool. So I'm just going to kind of centralize these signals. I'll just put them like there. And then let's go ahead and get a cross in here. And then put some signals on there. Okay, so what are the problems we still have? Lines reporting problems. Norton tools. So let's manage the line here. At Skelton. So I want them to use... Nope, I can't use platform 1. Oh, because it's not connected yet. Ah, okay, so that's an issue. Interesting. See, now I don't know if I'll be able to make this work, because I need to have enough room. Let's see. Let's back this out a little bit. Let's see if I can make this work. So I'll just back that out to there. This might be too sharp of a turn. I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm just going to pull a couple straight tracks out. Just for now. Then let's get these as short as we can. Oh no, because they need to be able to merge too. Okay, so if I add in merges as short as we can, then I'll need a little bit more track. Interesting. Okay, so what if I back those out? Can I get these in here? Okay, so I can get those in there. And then I can get these in here as well. see. I'm gonna do this one first. Let's see if we can make that work. Just making a total mess down here. Okay. So I'll connect this up. I will connect this up. Okay, so those are connected up, but now can I get across in here is the question. Yep, I can get one in there. And then I could certainly get one in here. I'm worried that this is going to cause backup on this main line. It may. Oh yeah, no, I need to get rid of those. They can't be on the inside. They would have to be down here. So let's just add one going there. Like that. And then I can add a couple signals there. Okay, so now tools is working. Fuel, Skelton fuel. Let's put this over to platform 2. Nope, platform 3. So they'll stop there. Like that. And now, part of me really wants to break this really long line going all the way down to Hythe into 2 that actually interchange in Skelton. So where's this train at? If we can just let this run again. Let me just find our train so I know which line to put it on. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. So this line is not going to go up to Hoddesdon. It's going to go to Skelton. And it's going to go to platform 2. Like that. And we're going to make this crude color. So this is going to be Hoddesdon. So this is going to be Hythe to Skelton. Fuel and crude. And at Hythe, it's going to wait for a full load, and it's just going to pick up whatever's in Skelton. Now tell me, did that make me drop all... Yep. So I dropped all of that fuel, unfortunately. And now we're going to get a new line going from Hoddesdon down to Skelton. And do I want them to use the same platform? I think for now, I'll have them use separate platforms. Let's make this orange. And where do I want them to pick up? I want them to wait for a full load in Skelton. Yeah, so we'll have them wait forever for a full load in Skelton. And this is going to be Hoddesdon to Skelton, fuel and crude. Okay. So now that that's established, they should switch. They should exchange their goods right there. And we should be able to get a second train. So let's go on. Here's how we're going to do it, actually. Let's go on to this line here. Let's clone this train. Let's send this one to the Hoddesdon to Skelton line. And then let's make this one the correct color. And now let's speed this up. So now, this train is on the Hoddesdon to Skelton line. So it'll just come up here and wait. Now, where is this train? Interesting. It's coming from all the way over here. How is it going to get on that line? Oh, it's going to get on going this way. That's unfortunate. But it will work. They will interchange. There will still be crude up here. And they'll just kind of... Now they'll exchange in Skelton. So I think this is going to be cool. What it unfortunately doesn't allow us to do is actually get a road through here, I don't think. Yeah, there's way too much going on in here now. That's okay, though. Because I think it's going to look cool. And I think it's going to function really well. And Skelton has plenty of room to expand over this way. What I could do, if I really wanted to... Just making so many changes down here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this road. We'll back this out. I'm going to come into here. Let's see. Yeah, I can get another platform on, and that should give us enough room to get a road through the actual whatever we want to call it, platform. So let's get rid of these. We'll merge these in as short as we can. And then we will connect these up just for continuity. But now we can actually get a road through here. And all of our lines should be fixed. Nope, because I didn't reconnect any of this. So that'll do it. So let's make these connections again. Merge these in nice and short. Let's come in here and get our road through here. How does that look? That looks pretty good. And then we can go ahead and reestablish these connections. That looks terrible. Still pretty bad, but it'll work for now. And now we do need a crossover right here, or a junction. And then I'm going to put in that that non-one-way signal again. Okay, so now is this freaking out? Looks like it. So let me just get it kind of to reset itself. I don't know where it's going to go. I think it's going to wait right there. Okay. So now we should be able to get a road through here. So let me just take a road. Straight road. Straight through there like that. And then we'll have to see if they start to develop on this side. I hope that they would, because I think that that would look really cool. And that road actually lines up perfectly right here. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy Skelton a little bit and just make that connection. And it'll rebuild. There's plenty of stuff going on in Skelton. It'll figure itself out. Okay. So now I just want to make sure that this tools train is going to wait forever. It is. And hopefully we should start to get some tools onto this platform. Yeah. Perfect. And I think that this is going to look really cool. Now the question is, yeah, here comes our other fuel train, empty, so it's going to have to come all the way here and then send itself back, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I probably could have flipped it around in the station, and it probably could have made its way over there if I had been more alert about it, but that's okay. And I think that this huge interchange at Skelton is going to be very, very interesting. However, let's look at our goods usage here. Yeah, this is encatchment actually of all of this fuel. That's unfortunate because I don't want the fuel to go here. I want the fuel to carry on to Hythe. And I can't see who they're serving right now. Let's go over here. Who are these guys serving? These guys are serving Ferryhill and Skelton. Oh man, we have way too many, actually, we don't have way too many, we just don't have enough crude moving. Man, and this train's going to start bringing crude down. Okay, so this is getting all... So this train here, the Tenterden Skelton train, I only want them to load fuel here. I don't want them to bring crude down there. That's not the production chain that I'm after. However, these trains could get replaced. So what trains do we have on there right now? We have BR-53s. We could go up to PLMs just to move more crude. So if I go with PLMs, I'm just worried that they're too expensive. I could also just try and add on a couple more cars. Like that. There we go. This is starting to load up the fuel. It's just gonna take a little while for all that crude to get off of that line. But okay. Yeah, see, and then this is delivering the Hive. It's not really what I want. So we're gonna have to see if you guys have an idea for how we could fix that. But for now, I think I'm gonna get rid of a couple of these vehicles. Not sure which those were, but we just these trucks are just moving way too many goods right now. Looks like down here at Askern we could probably get maybe 2 more. And then similarly up here on the Tenterden Conmat line, we could probably get 2 more. See how that runs? Okay. So another train that is struggling mightily. And now that I think about it, maybe these shouldn't wait for full loads down here, because I'm worried that if the train comes back... No, because it's just going to wait for a full load of crude. So yeah, that should work. It should. Okay. If you guys see a problem with that, I just did so much building that who knows. I could have made a mistake. But this train struggles very hard to do this route. I mean, it's just a little Borsig, so I want to swap this out. We'll probably go with a BR-53, and then we'll go with a few more cars. I think that would be good. And let's just send it back just so it can get rid of that 10 crude. Pick up whatever, that 10 crude. Pick up whatever oil's up here. Okay. So have our trains done their switch yet? I don't think they have. Let's see, that's our tools train. That's running really well. Yeah, here comes our crude train, powering up that slope. It's going to come up here and pick up a ton of oil. And that'll be good. Okay. Now another thing that I actually just thought about is, who is this? Yeah, this is sending it up to Tenterden. Don't want it to do that. I want all of this crude to get onto this train. So if we go to, again, Skelton, don't load anything on your way back. Let's see if that, hopefully that drops off, because yeah, it is. It's starting to drop off, because I want all of that crude to go up to Hoddesdon. So I just want to make sure I did that right. So Skelton fuel, yeah, don't load anything. Perfect. At Skelton. Okay. Very good. Okay, so what's another thing that we want to get done today? One is I want to incorporate Reading with some passenger capacity. I just realized that these trucks, it looks like I have a couple too many. Maybe I'll get rid of like 3 of them. Just kind of spread that out a little bit. And it looks like we could probably get a couple more on the Reading route, delivering the Conmat into town. But okay, I want to get them on a passenger line running right here. I want to get them onto this line. And we'll probably use this little train and just have it run both ways. Now, in order to do that, I need to double track some of this and then branch off a line heading over to Reading. So let's come into here, and I think we will double track. Let me see here. So if I just remove that. Take a little double track down to like here. And then I'll make this a nice sweeping, let's do 50 miles an hour on that merge. Like that. So that gives that passenger line a good amount of breathing room there. And then I don't want to double track any of this curve here. So let me take a little track off here. We'll go 50 miles an hour again. Maybe to about there. We'll get a couple good passing loops in here. We will do, what do we want? 50 miles an hour again. Like that. So it'll kind of branch off. Let's get some signals in here. One way. We'll have some there. We'll have some there. So now there's a little passing loop there. I could probably add another small loop here. So let's kind of branch off on the uphill portion. Run this down. And then we can merge this back in. Let's just make it a nice sweeping merge there. And let's get some signals on there. So they'll be able to kind of pass each other now. Let's come in here. Just clean this up while we're here. Just like that. And then we'll get a little grass. Make this a little bit bigger. Bring down the intensity. Just kind of clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that looks nice. So now they got a little passing loop there. And now they're sharing this line with the with that big fuel train. And where are we going to branch off? I think we're going to branch off right about here. Which stinks because I just did this and I think it looks really nice with this cut through here. Maybe we won't make that cut double track. Maybe we'll make some of it double track, but we'll see. Okay, so they're going to come out of here. Let's get a track. And let's branch them off here. And we'll just have that be a nice sweeping merge like that. And then they'll come up here. This can all be double track. And then going into this cut, we'll merge back in. We can get 65 mile an hour merge there. So let's go ahead and let's take it. And then I think this is long enough that we could actually put a set of signals inside here. So why don't we put a set like right there? And now, do I want another set of double track? I don't think I necessarily want to set another set of double track. I just think I want them to branch off a little bit sooner. So I'll just have them branch off there, run this track here, and then before the curve, we're going to branch off towards Reading. So let's take a look at our terrain here. We're going to have to work our way down and then bridge across. So where do we want this bridge to occur? I could actually send them right down here with this existing line. And then branch off. That is a possibility. Yeah, if that's the case, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I will have them... Let's see, I'll have them branch off here. Like that. And now we'll run this down. And this is going to be similar to our tools line, where this right-hand track is always going to be for the passenger rail. And yeah, so now we want this to start making its way down. So you can see the elevation is starting to change there. Let's get rid of this road for a minute. See what we can do. So now if I take this down, that's a good slope right there. It's a little steep, but it's not terrible. Let's see, is this coming back? Yeah, full load. Perfect. So that means that that's working. Okay, so this is going to go down here. I want to keep that slope fairly moderate. So let's send it to about there. Let's see, if I use fill here, how's that going to look? It's going to be pretty extreme. It's going to be a fairly high bridge. That's okay. So let's send that to about there. Pull it straight a little bit more. Now let's come across with a bridge. I think that'll be good. Now, does that preserve waterway? It does. Let's see what we got for maybe a black bridge. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So they'll cross right over there. Now, I want to get this road reconnected. Where does this road go? So it goes out to Reading. And then it comes up here, goes to these industries. Yeah, it's pretty much just an industrial road. So I don't know if we necessarily... What I could do is if I back this out a little bit further, bridge that there, I could then get a road through here. Like that. Connect that up. Yeah, and then that road could connect there. So then let's get rid of this one. Let's come in here with some trees. It's a different tree, so I'll add in a couple more around here. Like that, just for continuity. Okay, so this is going to branch off here, and now we need one-way signals here, or non-one-way signals, excuse me. Running back like this, because I don't want either of those trains to get caught up. I want them to be able to run all the way down to that point before they carry on. Okay, so now we need to, let's come up here to Reading, and let's get the actual passenger station set in. So I'm going to get rid of this. Take a look at our terrain. Yeah, this is a nice flat spot. It's in the pedestrian area of town, which is good. We'll get a nice road in there. And then this is a main line connection. Is that going to be an issue? Let's get a 160 meter platform for now. Let's put that in right there. That looks nice. And then just for, again, good circulation, we'll get that road in here. Get that road in there. And now let's go ahead and get a little bus circulator. Reading is pretty big. So let's have the buses maybe come down to here. They'll run up to here. Down this side road. And then maybe stop there as well. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and upgrade. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and upgrade that road. And now we can get our little bus circulator in here. Just like that. Let's make it a dark blue. I think that offsets really nicely with the red. And this will be Reading bus to train counterclockwise. Now let's get another one. Let's make it that dark blue again. And now this will be the Reading bus to train clockwise. And now we can go ahead and get a couple buses on there. So let's see what we got. We got these, the Landauers, built by the Benz company. So let's get 2 of those. We'll make them that blue color. One on counterclockwise and one on clockwise. Perfect. And now we can go ahead and get this rail line connected. So we're going to come down here. I think we'll come outside or inside, I guess, depending on how you're looking at it, of this, what is this, coffee farm. And the terrain is not bad. It's pretty modest in here, so I think we should be okay. So why don't I come in here? First thing I want to do is add on the future pass-through track. There's actually a pretty significant dip in the road there. So I'm just going to bend that out. Merge this in here at 30 miles an hour. I think that's pretty safe. Let's go ahead and get rid of that road. That road is a nightmare. And let's see what we can do. Can I get a road in here? Is that too steep? No, that actually looks pretty good. So I'll get that road. And then I'll connect that up there. And this is going to need to be cleaned up. Very much so. Okay, and now we will run straight down here. Now this is cutting pretty hard. So what if I back this out a little bit? Just so that we get that angle right. Let's see, so that wants to be pretty flat. Go ahead and set the slope on there. That's pretty good. Let's see if I back that out. Something like that. And now if I curve that over and connect that in, let's see how this road, yeah, that road crossing actually looks really nice. Connected up. That's nice. Okay. So now let's grab this line here. And this is going to be offset. Actually, do I want to put a separate train on there? I think I do. That's a pretty long run. So let's go ahead and get a... Is it that much longer, though, than that? Yeah, it's probably about twice the distance, actually. So yeah, I'll get their own train on that. And if that's the case, it makes me kind of want to add another station onto here, another platform. Which would actually be nice now that I look at it. So let's add another track. Another platform. We'll add some stairs. add that in. And now here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to back this out. We're going to connect that into there, and then if we go into this line at Hoddesdon Exchange, go to platform 2. And now I don't need that because now they have their own track. What I do need, though, is signals, so non-one-ways. Oh, I keep putting these in the wrong direction. Because I want them to go like that. Okay, and now what I can do is actually establish a new line from Hoddesdon down to Reading. Yep, it's going to use that correct platform. Let's see, maybe a dark purple? That could look nice. That would be a nice looking train. And I want these to wait for a full load for 60 seconds at both of these stations. And now this is going to be Hoddesdon to Reading. Passenger rail line. And now we can actually come up and use this. I just realized we didn't have the time running this whole episode. That's okay. But we can actually use this depot to get a train on here, and I think we'll go with a BR53. I don't think we need a PLM. The demand's not going to be there initially, so why don't we do 5 and a first class car? That's just what we're going to call it. It's going to be the first class car. Let's get that onto there. That's pretty good looking. I like the first class car. I know that some people in the comments were not a fan, but I think it looks good. And that purple. I think that purple's pretty good. It's a lot better than the neon green, that's for sure. But hopefully we can start to get some people moved over there. And it looks like the counterclockwise, yeah, I think actually both of these could probably use another bus. Hoddesdon's small, but it's got pretty good population using these trains. How are these doing? Ferryhill to Ossett. I could actually use a couple. Looks like we're getting pretty good numbers there. Ferryhill to Ossett. See, we have a ton on the bus to train here. Let's get maybe 2 more. 2 more vehicles on there. And let's get 1 more on the Ferryhill to Ossett route. It's got pretty good numbers down here. But okay, so that train is setting off. And now it looks like this oil train, we just speed this up a little bit, is going to beat it into this block here. So our passenger train should stop and wait right here for him to come by. Which is good. That's exactly what I want. Or, not necessarily for the passenger train, but I want this to be a point of contention, just because I think it looks nice. This is struggling on speed, coming up this this little hill here, but that's okay. I kind of assumed it would. I don't think we necessarily need a PLM on there. It's not a very long run. Let's see. This is heading back only with 3 fuel, interestingly enough. Probably because this hasn't been able to make a delivery yet. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's okay, though. This guy will come back down here. And he should pick up crude. Now, is this fuel? Yeah, I guess that fuel is waiting to go on to Hythe, which is good. Because where's our Hythe train? It's coming back now with a full load of crude. Which is good. That's working how I want it to work. Let's see, our tools PLM is doing great. How are the finances on this? Making 1.6, looks like. Doesn't seem to be offsetting its cost too much, but that's okay. We got plenty of money. I think we're doing okay. No more loan, just making sure. But okay, this is going really well. I'm really excited for this little passenger line over here. We'll have to wait and see if we get some passenger demand to come down here to the train station. This really needs to be cleaned up, though. This looks pretty bad. But I'll do that kind of in the break. And come in here, actually, and just kind of smooth out a little of this area around the station. Kind of like that. And then I'll come in here and kind of clean up the rest of this. Very nice. Okay, where does this go? Oaken Gates. Man, some of these names. I also noticed that a couple of these lines here, like this line. Let me come on to here. I'll buy 2 more. I'll throw them on that line. Just so that they're kind of coming at it from all ends. Get some passengers on here. Where are they interchanging? Yeah, they're interchanging here. Hythe to Twickenham. 63 passengers wanting to take that bus. It makes sense, actually. That's a pretty short ride. Where else do we have buses? We have buses up here. How are these running? These are going straight here. So we got 2 that want to go down to Yateley from Norton. We got 2 that want to go to Norton from Yateley. What about the Askern? We got 2 from Yateley that want to go to Askern. And no one up here. We do have 40 up here at Askern that want to go down to Skelton. So what kind of vehicles do we have on there? So let's get 2 more from this end. Yeah, and then we got a bunch down here too. So let's get 2 more from this end as well. And then I'll color all of those in here. It looks like they're kind of that color. Yeah, that'll work. Just to get a little bit more passengers on here. I had noticed that this hill is a pretty good struggle for some of these little buses, but hopefully these manage a little bit better than the steam buses. Pretty sure they have more power. Let's see, these have 5.5 horsepower. These have 14, yeah, so they should do much better on that hill. They carry 1 additional person. That's good. But I like using the little steam buses in the towns, especially in some of these towns that just don't really have quite as many, as many people in them. They haven't quite been, activated to the same degree. Steam trucks here doing their work. Let's see how we're doing up here. Yeah, it looks like we have a pretty good number of these guys delivering the con mat. Maybe could get 1 more on that line. Looks like I could probably get 2 more on this line. Yeah, and that should work. Let's see how our passenger train's doing. We got 39 out of 51. That's not bad. We're kind of clearing this Tenterden to Ferryhill. Nope, that's the wrong train. Right here, 52 coming up. That's good. 111 that want to come back. Even better. That train looks nice. I don't think that's not quite as bad as the teal green. But okay, guys, I think this is going to bring us to the end of this episode. Let me know how I did in the comments. I love getting the comments. They really make my day, legitimately. So I really appreciate them. And if you made it this far in the video, definitely consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content. Trying to get these videos out at a good rate. So if you're enjoying them, definitely consider it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.